Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm the Mystical Intuitive, and today's pickle card reading is all about the first thing that your future spouse will say to you. For pile 1 we have the Bornite stone. For pile 2 we have the Tiger's Eye. And for pile 3 we have the Magnesite stone. Okay, so pick one of these 3 piles and then I'll see you at your reading. 1, the Burnite stone. This is your reading. We're looking at the stone. This is your reading. We're looking at the first thing your future spouse will say to you. So let's see, for the people that chose pile 1, what's the first thing they will say to their future spouse? Oh, sorry, what's the first thing their future spouse will say to them? Okay, we had the Temperance card that flew out. Then we also have the 4 of Cups. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the Tower. And we have the King of Cups. Okay, let's see. There's almost what I'm feeling when your future spouse sees you or talks to you for the first time. They're holding back. They're with the Temperance card here. They are kind of tempering themselves, right? So yeah, I feel like they are going to sort of control themselves. The Temperance is also a card of balance, right? So maybe, yeah, it's harmony. So maybe this person, your future spouse, will say something that's like very soothing to you, right? Especially here with the King of Cups. Maybe you're a bit nervous here with the 8 of Swords. With the 4 of Cups, maybe you look a bit lost, or maybe something bad happened here with the Tower. And to me, it feels like kind of like reassurance here, right? Maybe because you're nervous for a first date. So they might say something like, you look really nice in, I don't know, the dress you're wearing or the pants you're wearing. Because maybe that's something that you kind of were insecure about. And that kind of suits you, right? They might even say something like, yeah, you're very beautiful or something like that. And it suits you. Or they might, yeah, it's gentle here. There's something gentle here. Or then they might say like, are you okay? Or maybe you're a bit lost. Are you okay? Something like that. So with the 4 of Cups, I definitely feel like they didn't expect to meet you as well here with the Tower. And it kind of maybe makes them a bit nervous as well here with the 8 of Swords. So yeah, they might be internally thinking, oh, I wasn't looking for this, or this was unexpected. Or maybe they have like intuition here with the King of Cups. Especially here as well with the Temperance card, which can indicate like a soulmate relationship. They might have like an intuition hit that you're someone special, and it's like you're different from what they would have expected of their soulmate or something like that. Like, but like good, right? It could also be like them maybe feeling that they've almost missed like a chance, right? Maybe you almost got away. Maybe they see you walking away, right? They see you from afar. They want to talk to you, but you're walking away. And they're like, oh, I'm glad and it was like a misunderstanding. They thought you were leaving. And they might say, oh, I'm glad you didn't go or something like that. And with the 8 of Swords, they're going to be raw, right? They're going to be vulnerable. They're going to be human. It's not polished. It's not, doesn't seem rehearsed. It's not like a pickup line, right? It's not smooth. It's raw. Yeah. So they might even say, I don't even know what to say right now. I just saw you from afar and I thought you were really beautiful or something like that. Yeah. And with the Eight of Swords, you might be like, they might keep thinking about you. Like they might see you, but they don't approach you the first time that they see you. And so after the first time that they met you, they kind of have been thinking about you a lot. You're on their mind, especially with the Four of Cups. They contemplate a lot about you, and yeah, they might say that, you know, hey, you're kind of stuck in my head, or I think you're really cute or handsome. I don't know. Yeah, they're nervous here. Maybe a bit tongue-tied as well. And with the Eight of Swords, it can also be a bit awkward here. You know, with the Tower, it could be that you guys bump into each other. Like there's an accident or... and the situation, it feels a bit awkward. Maybe it's you who has like this awkward energy. Maybe you're a bit nervous as well. And they're kind of like reassuring you here. Yeah, with the Tower, they might say something like, you were unexpected, I didn't see this coming. Or maybe they will say that meeting you kind of feels like everything's changed here, right? They feel like your Tower moment in their life here. So it could be that they just blurt it out here nervously with the Eight of Swords. With the Tower, it's like blurting it out. Unexpected, they might just say it at a random moment. It might catch you off guard here. It might be a shock to you as well. Like you might not even expected this person to have feelings for you, because I see feelings here, or a crush. You might not really notice them maybe at first here with the Four of Cups. And maybe that also makes them nervous because you're not really focused on them. Yeah, maybe you're in shock. You know, with the King of Cups, they might, you know, be a bit romantic or very heartfelt. It's raw what they're saying from the heart, right? They might be saying, you know, that they are really glad that they met you. Or they might say again that you have like a beautiful energy about you. Or they might say, I don't usually say this, but you kind of stir something in me. You move me. So it might be with the Tower and the King of Cups. They might blurt out their feelings, right? That maybe they say that they're nervous. Or maybe they say that they didn't think you would be into them, or something like that. The first words are emotional here with the King of Cups, but still contained, right? Because they want to make a good impression here. They're nervous. And they don't want to overwhelm you. Let's see some other cards here. What is the first words their future spouse will say to them for pile 1? Yeah, I'm hearing, I've wanted to meet someone like you for a long time. Queen of Cups, King and Queen. Wow, soulmate energy, and it's the cup suit. So it's feelings, it's emotions. They're going to be gentle with you. Judgment. Yeah, they're kind of scared of your judgment. This feels to me like a crush situation. Like they've been eyeing you for a while. And then they come up to you. Seven of Cups. Four of Swords. Yeah, it almost feels like a confession here, especially with the Tower, you know. It's a sudden, unexpected thing. Yeah. And with the Judgment, there might be like differences here. Maybe they don't know whether you would be interested in them, especially with the Four of Cups, because of those differences. So that makes them nervous. And with the Seven of Cups, I feel like your future spouse has been kind of fantasizing about this moment for a while here, right? They might have kind of rehearsed it in their head a bit for a while, maybe gone over all the scenarios of how it can go. Yeah, but they're going to be very warm to you and also very receptive as well here with the Queen of Cups. It's almost like you see like depth and emotions in their eyes, like they see you. Maybe they're also empathetic as well next to the Judgment. Maybe you fear that they might judge you because, I don't know, you fell or something and they're helping you up. And it's like, no, they're empathetic here. Very kind the first time they meet you. So yeah, their words kind of might feel a bit nurturing almost. They're tender, right? They might say, are you okay? You look like you've had like a long day or something like that. Or they might say you have like the kindest eyes or the most beautiful eyes. They're definitely going to compliment you here. They're going to say something nice to you. Yeah, and with the Judgment, it's like they have like this awakening, right? They might say, I've been kind of waiting for you. It feels like, they might also say, it feels like everything led me to this moment or something like that. You know, maybe you're on a first date, right? You're on a dating app. And maybe when you're texting, or maybe if you even like meet in real life, right? They say these things. So the conversation might be a bit longer. That's why they are able to say such things, such deep things. Yeah. And with the Seven of Cups, they might be vague here because the Seven of Cups is illusions. So they might be a bit vague with their words. Maybe they're not going to be as direct here. They might give you a compliment. They might say, oh, you look very beautiful or something like that. But then it's almost like they retreat, right? Because we have the Temperance card here. So they kind of control themselves. It's a very dreamy energy here. Maybe they're also a bit confused as well. Maybe overwhelmed. And with the Seven of Cups, it's almost, Seven of Cups is like options, right? So they might say, you know, I've met a lot of people, but you're different, right? You stand out from all the options. Or the people from the past. It's like maybe they say you're kind of like unlike anyone I've ever met. They might even say, they might even feel like you're almost too good to be true. They're in awe of you as well. It's almost like they might say, you know, it's hard to believe you're real. Yeah. And then we have the Four of Swords, which is about, this is relaxing, you know, going to your safe haven. So they're going to make you feel relaxed. They might say, hey, relax. They want to reassure you as well. It's a calm energy, the Four of Swords. It's also reflective. They might, again, they're going to think before they talk to you. They're going to rehearse it, and then because they're so nervous, they're going to blurt it out. Yeah, so, And then the Five of Wands, which can mean inner conflict, right? You might challenge them, you might kind of reject them, and they might say, you know, oh, I can already tell you're not going to make it easy for me, or you're going to make me chase you. Or they might say, wow, you're challenging me already. I kind of like that. Maybe they say, you know, I don't usually meet people like you, but you're keeping me on my toes, or something like that. They're going to be a bit playful. Let's get some cards here. What's the future spouse going to say to them the first time that they... Sorry, what's the first thing that their future spouse is going to say to them? I wish you well. Yeah, so they might be very kind. You might open up to them about your day not going well, and they might, you know, say stuff like, oh, I hope things turn around or something like that. I hope I will see you again sometime. Oh, they might say that. Yeah, that's the Judgment card here, which is about reconciliation. But in this case, it means just like seeing each other again. I don't have feelings for you. Yeah, it's like they are... I don't feel like that this is the case, but it's like they're trying to conceal their feelings, right? Tame themselves down to not overwhelm you. I find it difficult to express my feelings for you. Yeah. Because it's still the King of Cups, right? And the Eight of Swords, so they're nervous. We have here, I made the wrong choice. Oh, that's the Seven of Cups. I don't know, maybe they make a mistake or something. They might also intuitively feel like the people before you were like the wrong choice. Or maybe it's just something small, you know, they order the wrong drink for you guys. Or something like that. I do care. Yeah, it's almost like they're trying to be empathetic. They're trying to be a listening ear here. So very sweet and kind to you. So that's nice. Well, that's all I have for you, pile 1. I hope it resonated with you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the reading. And if you want a private reading with me, you can always email me. My email's in the description box below. Have the most amazing day. Bye-bye. Okay, pile 2, the Tiger's Eye. This is your reading. We're looking at the first thing your future spouse is gonna say to you. So let's see. The people that chose pile 2. What's the first thing their future spouse is gonna say to them? I'm hearing blue. Maybe you're wearing a blue outfit they like, or maybe your eyes are blue and they made comment on that. Let's see. 8 of Pentacles. We have here the Fool. We have the Tower. The Water Element card. And the 2 of Wands. Interesting. It's kind of the same energy as pile 1. A bit different though. But yeah, the same. I feel like when you guys first talk, you're gonna make them work for it here with the 8 of Wands. You might challenge them as well. And they might say this. They might say, you know, you're making me work for it or something like that as well. And with the Fool, it's like they're taking a risk here. So this feels that the first time that they probably will see you is when they will approach you. This doesn't feel like a crush to me, or a friend or something like that, or someone you're seeing regularly. This feels like them meeting you the first time is they approach you and they talk to you. So they might say, you know, I just saw you from across the room and I had to talk to you, or something like that. With the 8 of Pentacles, it's again, they're going to put in work. So they're going to pay attention to you. They're going to be thoughtful. They're going to show that they pay attention, and there's something, maybe details that they notice, right? That others might miss, and they comment on that. They might see you working on something and they compliment you, or they're like asking you, what are you doing? Right? For some of you it might be at work. For some of you, you might be reading a book in the park and they might approach you and say, hey, what are you reading? Or something like that. I definitely feel like they paid attention to you before they step towards you, right? Their first words are very intentional. And they observed you. And they put in effort. This could be, yeah. this person could be very charming. They could have like a great, you know, pickup lines, not corny ones, right? But ones that will charm you, ones that are unique, ones that make you feel flattered here. And I feel like when they're gonna talk to you, they're gonna seem very excited here with the Fool, right? And it's a spontaneous thing when they approach you, right? It's in the moment. Their opening line will definitely be like playful, very daring, right? The Fool is playful, carefree, funny as well. Maybe a bit of a jokester. So again, they're going to be funny. Yeah. So they might be also very curious about you. The Fool is also curious. They might ask you a lot of questions, right? You know, they might be, you know, the Fool's about taking a risk. So they might ask you maybe to dance with them if you be like at a club, or maybe to go home with them or something like that. Could be. It's not for everyone. Only take what resonates, right? It's just a suggestion. I'm not saying that this is going to be a one-night stand, or for some of you might not like that, but it's just an example here. Yeah, they're gonna just be impulsive here. But they're gonna be charming, but in a very light-hearted way here. Maybe a bit cheeky as well. They just come across as adventurous. And with the Tower here, yeah, it's like sudden. All of a sudden, they come up to you. Maybe they shock you a bit with what they're saying. Maybe because they're so blunt and straightforward. Maybe they caught you off guard here with the Tower. It's like, yeah, you didn't expect it, of course. And with the water element card here, this playfulness, this directness is still coded in like a deep, intuitive and emotional and romantic filter, I guess, right? It's not vulgar, they're not chaotic. Or, yeah, it's still, even if they say something daring, it's still sweet and kind and with compassion and with respect here, right? And with the Two of Wands, they might say something like, you know, Two of Wands is about planning. It's about the future. And with the Fool here, they might like assume like, hey, you're going to be my wife, or you're going to be my husband, you know that, right? Or something like that. Or they might be very bold and we're going to go on a date here. It's like they're almost going to tell you about future plans, that they want to see you or something like that here. Yeah, very daring here. Two of Wands is about vision, right? So they might tell you that you guys look good together. They might say that there's something between you guys that is worth exploring, especially here with the Fool. They might say that they want to take the risk here. They're curious about you. They might say that. And they want to date you or something like that. I want to put in effort here with the Eight of Pentacles. I want to take a risk. You've caught my attention. I didn't anticipate it. But yeah, I would want to like to date you or something like that. Let's get some more cards here. What else for pile 2? What's the first thing their future spouse will say to them? We have here the World card. We have the Hermit. Yeah, you might be on your own and they observe you and then they approach you. Maybe you're working on something. The Devil. They might say that they're very drawn to you. Eight of Swords. Maybe you seem a bit nervous because they're not nervous. I feel like they come across as very confident. And maybe they kind of reassure you as well here. The World card is about completion, right? Things feeling, yeah, completed. So they might say, so they might feel like meeting you was part of the plan. So they might say, I don't usually say this, but you know, meeting you feels right. The World card also can indicate that they see you as the whole package, right? You're everything that they've been looking for. They might say this to you as well here. And with the Hermit, they might see you again, you're by yourself, and they might say, oh, are you lonely or something like that? Or do you want me to join you? You seemed like you could use some company or something like that. Yeah. The Hermit is also someone who's a bit cautious, right? Someone who's introspective. So they might say, I hope this isn't too sudden, but I just wanted to introduce myself, right? They might say something that you seem like a bit quiet here, a bit nervous or shy or guarded here with the Hermit and 8 of Swords energy as well. With the Devil, yeah, they're very attracted to you. There's lust here. You're tempting, right? You're magnetic, you're magnetizing. And there's a hint of mischief, right? And intensity from them. They might say, you know, I know this might sound a bit forward, but I couldn't stop looking at you. Or they might say, you have no idea how much I want to get to know you, or how beautiful or attractive you are, something like that. Yeah, they might say you're irresistible. Yeah. And I also see maybe them apologizing. They're saying, I hope this isn't too forward or something like that. Yeah. Or they're, even if they're very risk-taking and daring and bold, they might use their vulnerability as something that charms you. They might say, you know, I'm not great at introductions, but I'm just going to leave without talking to you or something like that. Even if they're not naturally charming, they come off that way. And with the Page, they're very curious. They might, again, ask you a lot of questions about yourself. They might say that you seem interesting, or what you're doing. You might be doing something. I don't know. Yeah. Let's get some other cards. What is the first thing Pile 2's future spouse will say to them? Abundance. Now this could be a thing where they might send you a drink. They pay for something. Twin flames. Yeah, they might say that you guys would make a great couple. Like I said, with the Two of Wands, they might be like very forward, or like we should date or something like that. And they're gonna make you laugh. And they're gonna make you smile here. They might talk for you for a long time here as well. What else? For Pile 2, what's the first thing? Oh, with the clock. Maybe you need to go, and they might ask you to stay a bit longer as well. What else for Pile 2? What's the first thing their future spouse says to them? Mask. They might say that you are guarded, or you have a mask, or that you don't show your feelings or emotions. Soulmate. So they might say that they really like you. They feel drawn, or a connection here. I'm not saying that they're gonna say that you guys are soulmates, but yeah. They might say that they like you or something like that as well. Let's see, for Pile 2, what's the first thing that future spouse says to them? We have you deserve someone who loves you, yeah. This is this card doesn't belong in this deck. Yeah, they might say something like, you deserve the best, especially here with the World card. They might say something about, yeah, you're just a whole package here. I'm trying to move on from you. Yeah, they might say, you know, I just couldn't stop thinking about you. Or they might say something like, I couldn't let this chance like slip away. I had to approach you. I want to be exclusive. Oh, they might ask you if you're with someone else, or if you have a partner or something like that. If you're single. I didn't realize I loved you, but now I know. So this might be a scenario here where when they first meet you and talk to you, they don't consciously think like, oh, I feel something special here, a connection. But later down the line, they might look back upon this moment and say, you know, it was love at first sight, or I liked you from the very moment I saw you, right? I'm mad at you. It's almost like you frustrate them because you're so tempting here, right? It's almost like it makes them a bit frustrated, like how good looking you are or something like that, or that you're not maybe looking at them. I'm still sorting things out. Yeah, maybe their life was a bit chaotic and you were unexpected, right? You were the tower moment. But they're gonna take a risk anyway and approach you. That's nice. Well, that's all I have for you, pile 2. I hope it resonated with you. Yeah, please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the reading. And if you want a private reading with me, you can always email me. My email is in the description box below. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye. Okay, pile 3, this is your reading. We're looking at what the first words are that your future spouse is going to say to you. What's the first thing their future spouse is going to say to them? We have the Six of Swords, the Temperance card, Queen of Wands, Hanged Man, and the Strength card. So this is definitely a situation where they're not going to talk to you the first time that they see you. There is a Waite here with the Temperance, and even if they do, they're going to observe you for a little while before they approach you here. With the Strength card, they're trying to muster up the courage to approach you here. With the Six of Swords, they might be asking you if you need help with something. Maybe you look a bit lost here as well with the Hanged Man. So the first words might be a bit gentle, very reassuring and thoughtful, right? It shows that they care or something like that. They might say, oh, hi, I hope I'm not interrupting, but I felt like I should say hello or something like that. Or it seems like you need help. Can I help you or something like that? Yeah, it's just very considerate how they approach. It could also be that you're helping them and they might say thank you here as well. With the Temperance card, they're not going to be outright here. That they like you. I don't see that in the card. They're controlling themselves with the Strength card. The Hanged Man for me is always like the unconditional love card or the crush card, you know, being stuck on someone and not saying something because you intimidate them. I feel like here with the Queen of Wands, you might be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and yeah, so it's like, it's just them approaching you to have some sort of connection or start, yeah, a connection with you. And they're going to use something as an excuse to approach you here. Like they've been waiting for the right moment here. If there are like differences between you, they might ask you about that. They might ask you, you know, hey, where are you from, or something like that. And with the Queen of Wands, yeah, let's clarify it. Because Queen of Wands makes me think that they're gonna compliment you on the way you look. But I also get this energy that they don't wanna like give off that they're into you yet. They're hiding it. So maybe it's just the look that they give you. Let's see, why is the Queen of Wands here? Oh, why is the Queen of Wands here? Why is the Queen of Wands here? Queen of Swords. Oh, this is just you being in your Queen of Swords energy, right? You're confident. You're not really rattled by them. I think you played off very cool, very nonchalant here as well with the Queen of Swords. They might think that you look like a heartbreaker or something, or that you would reject them. So initially they might come to you. They muster up the courage here with the Strength card to approach you. And then midway they're like, oh, they abandon their plan because you come off maybe nonchalant. They don't know whether you're into them as well, because you come across so confident, right? And they don't know what to do, but they are going to be very warm and kind to you here as well. I do feel like that they're charming and magnetic here. They're very engaging with you as well. And also you're going to notice that they're very enthusiastic, right? Yeah. They're going to give you as well like an ego boost. So again, I feel like that they're going to compliment you here about something, but it might be in a way where they're not going to expose themselves that they're into you. So it might just be, you know, that you're doing something and they compliment you on how well you're doing it or something like that. Yeah, the Hanged Man is hesitant energy, right? The Hanged Man is also very spiritual energy here. So, and it's about seeing things from a different perspective. Next to the Queen of Wands makes me believe that you are going to challenge them in some way. You might be talking about like everyday subjects here. Maybe this is a friend that you meet at a party, or sorry, a friend of a friend that you meet at a party, or maybe at work. It's just an example here. And then you guys just start talking, and maybe politics comes up, and there's you give your opinion, and they like how confident you are. And yeah, maybe you challenge them or make them look a bit different at the world here as well. You're definitely different here. They might ask you for your opinion about something, about a topic. Yeah, and you just come off as strong here, especially here with the Strength card. Confidence. Yeah, let's get some more cards for pile 3. What's the first thing their future spouse is going to say to them? 3 of Cups. Yeah, it gave me that energy. I don't know why I said that and why I didn't say it. It seems to me like you meet in a group setting. There are other people here. So they might not constantly talk to you, but it's a group conversation maybe. And maybe after a while, they kind of muster up the courage to address you directly. They might, you know, maybe you guys are talking about a topic in a certain group, and they might ask you for your opinion, or they might challenge you on your opinion as well. And then we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, they feel like you are a heartbreaker, that you could break their heart. The Star, Two of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're not really flirty with them. It's like, yeah, you're the Queen of Pentacles. You're practical, you're straightforward. And they're gonna notice like that you're not really giving into them or give off signals that you are into them. So it's like almost like a bored mission, right? Maybe they wanted to flirt with you, but they feel like it's not the right moment yet. But they're going to be friendly and warm to you. You know, with the Three of Cups, they might try to be your friends here. Yeah, you just meet in a social setting here. But they're warm, they're approachable. They might ask you as well, if you guys meet in some sort of group setting, when you're done with the activity or something, to maybe go somewhere else and have more fun, you know, as a group or something like that. And it's just an excuse to spend more time with you. And then we have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is disappointment, it's grief, it's heartbreak, it's also vulnerability. Yeah. Let's clarify it. Why is the Three of Swords here? Five of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. I feel like you guys are a bit different. Like one is very happy and joyful, and the other person might be upset about something, a bit more withdrawn. It might be you. Like they might notice that you're a bit scared of rejection. Like they might see the Queen of Wands energy at first, but then they kind of notice that there's more behind that facade, right? Because to me, it feels like they are definitely like the joyful one here. And they might ask you like, are you okay? You seem like deep in your thoughts or something like that. At the Star, it's almost like they want to heal you. They want to be a listening ear here. Again, with the Star, they might compliment you. They think you might be a bit out of their league as well here. It's like you might notice subtle things where they almost put you on a pedestal. The way they talk to you, the things that they do for you. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it's almost like they have to juggle their conversation with you and someone else. So again, it's like a group situation here. Let's get some more cards. What's the first words their future spouse will say to them? Page of Cups. The Eight of Cups. Queen of Swords. Oh, I'm hearing like, do you have a boyfriend? So they might ask you if you're single. And, you know, that might make you a bit like, why would you ask me that? Unless you're into me. So even though they're trying to not approach you directly, they might leave little hints here and there, especially with the Page of Cups or something like that. They might, if you say, no, I don't have a boyfriend, they might say, wow, I found that hard to believe, you know, I thought someone like you would already be taken or something like that. Yeah. They might, because I feel like you're a bit silent or not engaging with them as well. They might say, oh, you don't really talk that much. Not in a shady way, but just acknowledging that maybe you're guarded, or you just don't really talk to everyone here. Yeah, and as well with the Eight of Cups, you might be leaving and they might be saying, you know, stay here, or, you know, we should do this. Again, another activity or something like that. Stay here, or yeah. Let's clarify the Five of Swords. There's the Five of Swords here. Ace of Cups. The World. It's almost like they're plotting already. The first time that they see you, to get closer to you. This is just part of their plan, you know. The first phase is just talking to you and feeling you out. See where you kind of stand. Okay. Let's see what other first words is pile 3's future spouse gonna say to them. They might also say, oh, you smell nice, or something like that. Yeah, Don Juan. It's almost like they're trying to flirt with you or drop subtle hints. It's not direct, but you're like, nope. But because Don Juan is like a player, right? So maybe they notice that you're not giving in to their flirting. And maybe this is someone who gets a lot of people, and then you kind of stand out because you're not impressed, right? Yeah, they might be trying to seduce you. Even if they are saying like very normal stuff, it's the way they look at you. The first communication is not really about the words that they say. It's more about their body language, the way they talk and speak to you, the way they look at you, the actions that they do towards you. It's like that speaks a lot more volume than the words, to be honest, because their words are a lot more measured. Yeah, child nature. It says here friendship with animals. So again, this could start out as friendship. So you meet through friends, bully. Highlights your tendency to intimidate others. Yeah, so you might be intimidating. I don't see you bullying them, of course, or maybe a bit sassy towards them. Or they might say as well, like, encouraging words here to you. What else? What might their future spouse say to them the first time that they meet them? Oh, I'm hearing like, oh, I thought you were a lot younger or something like that. You look a bit younger than you actually are. I burned myself in work to forget you. Before you, I was jaded when it comes to love. Yeah, you definitely like spark something in them. It's like before you, again, they were jaded, but maybe they were still healing from heartbreak. They just buried themselves in work, and they were celibate for a while. They were single, they weren't dating. And then you kind of spark something in them. I have a fear of abandonment. Yeah, it's like you're leaving and they want you to stay. I'm willing to put effort in this connection. Okay. I regret lying to you. Yeah, so it's like they're lying about their interest in you. They're hiding it. Yeah. Okay, I'm not getting anything more. Well, that's all I have for you. Pile 3. I hope it resonated with you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the reading. And of course, if you want a private reading with me, I'm always available. My email's in the description box below. You can email me. Have the most amazing day. Bye-bye.